All right, everyone. Welcome back to another video. Last time we left off with the aircraft Ark Royal going down. We are now on to the United States Arms Her Merchant Ships. November 13th to 18th, 1941. Neutrality Act revised. In view of the frequency of Axis attacks on U.S. ships, the Senate on November 13th recommended the amendment of Section 2, 3, and 6 of the Neutrality Act. On the same day, the House of Representatives approved. The President signed the bill on the 18th, and on the same day, the Navy Department announced that 300 to 400 ships would be armed immediately, first preference being given to those serving Britain and Northern Europe, and second to those operating to and from the Red Sea. Above, men are seen at work on a gun that is being fitted to a U.S. merchant ship. There we see. Yep, and you can see America's not there yet. We will be there soonish. But, yeah, the neutrality of America is more or less gone at this point. It's not much longer. But, not there yet, but we're getting there. The Second British Offensive in Libya. November 18th, 1941. At dawn on November 18th, Imperial forces under the command of Lieutenant Sir Alan Cunningham, with strong air equipment, strong air support, my mistake, crossed the Egyptian frontier into Carinthia on a broad front from the coast east of Solom and as far south as Jerabub. The object of this attack was to engage and destroy German and Italian forces who were massing on the frontier and constituting a threat to Egypt, and to regain, if possible, the territory, which had been lost during General Rommel's advance of the previous spring. For some months before the attack was launched, the British forces had been steadily reinforced with men, tanks, and aircraft, many of the tanks being of American manufacture. These forces had been skilled, fully dispersed, and camouflage had been used to such good effect that when the advance began, very little opposition was encountered, either from the air or ground forces. Pressure was rapidly exerted on Axis forces holding positions from Helafaya to Sidi Omar, where British armored formations with New Zealand, South African, and Indian troops in support crossed the frontier and penetrated some 50 miles into enemy territory. The RAF and the Australians and South African air forces gave strong support to the troops on the ground, and during the day destroyed between them 18 Axis aircraft, besides bombing enemy transports on the Benin Road near Benghazi. The picture shows a line of British tanks moving out to attack the enemy. I believe this one is called the Churchill, but I think actually these are all Churchills, but I could be wrong about that. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, these are cool tanks. These aren't Churchills, I don't think, yet, but there will be Churchills, I think. I think by this war there are Churchills, but if not, then after this war there are. But yeah, you see those British tanks. Yeah, and North Africa is really like a game of back and forth for a while. They go, the British go all the way into Libya and places like that. Push all the way back with Rommel. Sorry about that. They get push back into it, and then Rommel pushes them back again, but eventually there will be a a complete takeover. Opening phases of the British advance in Libya. November 19th, 21st, 1941. Oh, look at that. That is interesting. British capture city Razag, I think is what that says. In the evening of November 19th, British advance forces captured city Rezeg, south of Tobruk. And on the following day, battle was joined with strong German armored forces. After losing 70 tanks, 33 armored cars, and several hundred prisoners, the Germans withdrew. On the 21st, a heavy tank battle began in the city Razag Gabar Saleh Capazo Triangle. Okay. Well, I pronounced all that wrong. I apologize. But General Cunningham was able to interpose his forces between the main German tank strength to the east and a smaller force to the west. The enemy made 3 attempts to break through, but was driven back with heavy losses. The pictures show the top enemy tanks ablaze. I can see all those German tanks. They're left to burn. Left a knocked out German tank that was left. And then left below a British tank. Wait, no, that doesn't seem right. Oh man, sorry, this is really hard to read. Left below a British column moving across an enemy minefield. Well, it makes sense as to why they're moving like this then. Making sure that they do their best not to run into the mines. That would be bad. Right, a captured German guns. So it's just a bunch of German guns that were captured. I mean, they're not really that many. There's a few, but the ammunition's probably better than the guns. And then below, right, troops negotiating barbed wire. I'm not kidding. You would think that says navigating, but that says negotiating. I'm not kidding. Negotiating barbed wire. They're talking to it, saying, hey, could you please move barbed wire? I don't appreciate you. American-built planes see action in the desert. November 22nd to December 1st, 1941. Tomahawks to the rescue. The tank battle around City Rezeg continued until November 28th, when there was a pause. During this time, General Rommel had been trying, without success, to break through the British ring, and effect a junction with his troops to the west. City Rezeg itself changed hands several times. Meanwhile, New Zealand infantry pushing westwards along the coast occupied Bardia on the 22nd and Gamboot on the 23rd. And on the 27th, succeeded in linking up El Duda with a force that had sailed out from Tobruk. During the next few days, these troops gradually widened their corridor of contact. But on the 29th, the City Rezeg battle flared up once more. After several unsuccessful attempts to break through to the west, Rommel concentrated all his available tanks on a narrow front on December 1st. On December 1st, succeeded in hammering his way through the Tobruk corridor by sheer weight of armor. The RAF and RAAF played a prominent part in these operations, bombing enemy communications and harassing his ground forces with machine gun and cannon fire. The fighter pilots in the picture above are members of an Australian squadron using American-built planes. They are on their way to take to the air. Yeah, America provided lots of military equipment to the Allies, obviously. We've been kind of over that. But hopefully these planes did good for these boys. Otherwise, that American engineering might need to be looked at a little bit. But alright, that's going to do it for this video. If you guys liked the video, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a comment. Tell me what I could improve on. I always appreciate your feedback. And as always, subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Thank you.